Do you feel exhausted, lost, and trapped in a manipulative relationship? Are you living in a nightmare caused by emotional abuse from a narcissist? If your answer is yes, then this video is for you. Today we will expose the cunning tactics of narcissists and equip you with 5 crucial steps to break free from their toxic grip, reclaim your freedom, and find true happiness. Don't let the pain continue. Join us as we embark on a journey of healing and rediscovering yourself. Remember, you are not alone. We are here to walk alongside you on the path to peace and inner strength. Step 1. Freeze your emotions. When being around them, do you feel like your mood is on an emotional roller coaster when you are around a narcissist? Are you constantly drawn into meaningless conversations and endless arguments? This is exactly the reality that their victims often face. Narcissists live by feeding off others' emotions. The true purpose of the arguments they create is not to resolve issues or determine right and wrong. Instead, they aim to control and influence you, ensuring the story always ends with them being right and you being wrong. These arguments are a manipulation tactic that narcissists frequently use to trap their victims, fulfilling 2 purposes. First, to drag you into an endless vortex of conflict and confusion, draining your energy, and second, to maintain their power over you by using your emotions to feed their distorted ego. Therefore, stop playing their game. If you can't walk away, then freeze your emotions when you're around them. This means you need to learn to control your emotions absolutely, remain calm and avoid reacting to their tricks. Imagine yourself as an unfeeling machine with no emotions, no personal thoughts, simply functioning according to your role. I understand that this is not easy, especially when they are masters of manipulation, well aware of your weaknesses, and won't hesitate to attack them. They will accuse, insult, belittle you, or even bring up your old emotional wounds just to provoke a reaction. That's why there's no point in reasoning with a narcissist, particularly when they're in such a mood. Any interaction from you will only encourage them to drag you further downhill, thus become like a grey rock, an unfeeling machine in their presence. Do not internalize their provocative words. This is also the first step toward finding freedom for your soul. Step 2. Take the initiative to leave. The emotion freezing tactic mentioned earlier is only a temporary solution. If you truly want to escape their web of manipulation, you need to cut off contact and take the initiative to leave. Don't wait around to be discarded. Be bold and proactively end the relationship, even if everything seems stable, or worse, even when they're treating you their best. If you let them be the one to end things, the situation will become far more complicated, because the only reason they would leave is that they've found a new prey, a fresh supply to feed their inflated ego. Leaving a narcissist before they have the chance to discard you can have a lasting impact on them, possibly for a lifetime. This is because you've robbed them of the opportunity to take everything they wanted from you. They lose the chance to break you down completely, mentally, physically, and emotionally. To them, you become an unfinished project, someone who escaped their grasp too soon. This puts the narcissist in a dilemma. What should they do about you? Should they try to win you back? Should they destroy you? Or maybe leave you alone for a while and come back months or years later when they're ready? Regardless of their choice, one thing is certain: they won't forget you. You've become an obsession. A narcissist cannot rest until they regain control. I consider this a powerful strategy that strikes directly at the narcissist's fragile yet oversized ego. It will drive them mad with frustration. However, this is a double-edged sword. For this tactic to truly work, you must be decisive and strong. The decision to end the relationship must come from a genuine desire to free yourself from the toxic dynamic. Don't use this as a way to get revenge or make them regret their actions. If you still harbor lingering feelings or resentment, you'll be easily drawn back into their manipulative cycle. If that happens, they will tighten their grip on you, making it even harder to escape. To break free from a narcissist hold, You must understand that the no-contact strategy isn't just about cutting communication. It's about transforming yourself into an impenetrable fortress, making the narcissist hesitate to approach. Imagine your home secured with sturdy locks, sensitive alarms, sharp surveillance cameras, and even a fierce guard dog. What thief would dare come near? Similarly, with a narcissist, no contact means blocking every possible avenue they could use to reach you. Block their phone number, email, and social media accounts. Don't reveal any information they could use to manipulate you. Stay vigilant. Observe their behavior and avoid falling into their traps. Many people make mistakes when implementing this strategy half-heartedly or allowing emotions to overtake reason. They forget to block phone numbers, secretly follow the narcissist on social media, or even initiate contact themselves. These loopholes are like wide-open doors, inviting the narcissist back into your life. True no contact requires a firm commitment to sever all connections across 5 interaction arenas: in-person, phone, social media, email, and through intermediaries. Any lapse can give them a chance to vacuum you back into the toxic cycle. This unexpected departure will stun the narcissist. They won't believe you dared to stand up and break free from their control, leaving their pride deeply wounded and irreparable. Take back control of your life. Proactively ending the relationship not only liberates you from the role of victim, but also empowers you as the master of your destiny. This brings confidence and strength to continue your journey toward genuine happiness. Step 3. Never diminish your worth by apologizing to a narcissist. Narcissists possess an astonishing ability to manipulate, often distorting reality so skillfully that you may end up believing all the problems in the relationship are your fault. This behavior is not mere blame shifting. It is a deliberate tactic designed to manipulate your emotions, causing you to constantly question yourself and feel guilty. When you decide to leave them, a necessary step to protect yourself, they won't simply accept the situation. Instead, they'll spread rumors, fabricate stories, and create dramatic narratives, painting you as a traitor, liar, or the cause of all issues. They may lament to others that they don't understand why you left, even though they are fully aware of the reasons. These fabrications and manipulations serve a dual purpose: to tarnish your reputation and to draw you into a dangerous psychological loop. When put in a position where you feel compelled to apologize, you may find yourself gradually taking on the role of the one at fault, even when the truth is the opposite. They create a toxic environment where you feel responsible for their emotions, obligated to apologize to keep the peace, or forced to fix problems you didn't cause. This cycle erodes your self-esteem and leads you to blame yourself unnecessarily, while the true instigator conveniently evades accountability. This is the core of a narcissist's manipulation tactic. They exploit your kindness, sensitivity, and desire to maintain harmony to reinforce their control. But stop and look at the situation for what it truly is. In this relationship, you are not at fault. You are the one who has endured the pain, the unjust criticism, and the insidious manipulation. The narcissist is the source of these issues, yet they rarely, if ever, take responsibility. Instead, they avoid the truth and shift the burden onto you, making you carry the weight of their internal instability and shortcomings. Apologizing in these circumstances is not an act of nobility or a way to preserve peace. On the contrary, it paves the way for further abuse. Each time you capitulate and apologize to maintain the relationship, you grant them more power while simultaneously weakening your personal boundaries. These apologies are not acts of reconciliation, they are acts of surrender, an unconscious acceptance that you will continue to endure and allow them to control your emotions and your life. Remember, the most crucial thing is to recognize your worth. Your value does not depend on the forgiveness or validation of a narcissist. It certainly does not lie in the accusations or criticisms they use to belittle you. Every time you stand firm and refuse to take responsibility for things that aren't yours, you reclaim your emotional freedom and autonomy. Assert that you don't need to bow down to please anyone. Your strength lies in knowing your worth, setting healthy boundaries, and refusing to be controlled by the manipulative tactics. Stand strong and affirm that you are deserving of respect, self-love, and a life free from toxic manipulation. Step 4. Heal after leaving. Once you've distanced yourself from a narcissist, the first thing you need to do is not dwell on the past, but focus on the bright future you will build for yourself. Give yourself the chance to fully enjoy life, free from their shadow. Don't sit alone in an empty room, tormenting yourself with doubts and self-criticism. Instead, step outside, breathe the air of freedom, and do the things they once prevented or ridiculed you for doing. Whether it's enrolling in a yoga class, learning a new skill, traveling to the destination of your dreams, or even just changing your hairstyle, do it for yourself. You are a source of strength and greatness that no one can take away. From this moment on, their toxic words and demeaning behavior hold no value. You deserve respect and love, and the world is vast enough for you to find people who will recognize and celebrate your unique worth. If your goal is to make them regret, remember that this doesn't come from showcasing your success or happiness in front of them. Instead, focus on true inner healing, nurturing your self-esteem, learning to love yourself, and improving your physical and mental well-being. Let the old memories pass by like clouds in the sky. They might bring a storm of sadness, but storms always pass, and the sky will be clearer afterward. Don't force yourself to forget right away, nor blame yourself for lingering feelings. Those feelings simply prove you are a compassionate person who values memories. But let those memories fade naturally, so they don't hinder your healing process. Whether or not you cut off all contact, they will eventually come to realize their loss. They may try to project an image of happiness with someone else, but remember, they once played the same role of happiness with you. It's all a facade, a meticulously staged performance. As time passes, when the curtain falls, they'll face the emptiness and ask themselves, "What did I lose?" During that time, you don't need to look back at them. Keep moving forward on your own journey of growth. Every good thing you do for yourself, every new skill you acquire, every value you restore, is a declaration of your inner strength. When you reach a place of stability, independence, and confidence, they may one day come to the realization that the person they once underestimated, the person they deemed unworthy, was in fact a priceless gift they foolishly discarded. But by then their regret will mean nothing to you. At that moment you will have risen high, strong, and resolute, living a life of pride and fulfillment, a life no longer under their control. Step 5. Showcase your self-worth. Showcasing your self-worth is a subtle art, not only helping you maintain attraction in the eyes of others, but also serving as the golden key to establishing a balance of power in any relationship. The essential point is that you need to affirm your intrinsic value by displaying confidence and self-control, refusing to depend on compliments or external validation. Your true worth does not come from what others think of you, but from your own understanding and appreciation of who you are. When you show that you clearly know your own worth, you become someone the other person does not want to lose. High self-esteem and confidence are the two elements that form a secret weapon, making you not only attractive, but also a prize others long to achieve. Act as if you hold the power in your hands, as if you are the center of attention, without being overly ostentatious or arrogant. This isn't about intentionally making others feel inferior, but about sending the message that you are completely comfortable and in control of yourself. This attitude will cause the other person to naturally value you more, because they sense your independence and strength. A subtle way to reinforce your self-worth in a relationship is to keep yourself somewhat inaccessible. This doesn't mean you have to be cold or distant, but rather that you know how to create just enough space for the other person to have the opportunity to pursue and appreciate you. Maintain an independent and fulfilling life with social relationships, personal hobbies, and your own passions. When you take time for yourself, meet with friends, or engage in your favorite activities, you not only enrich your life, but also send the message that you are not someone who is always available. This encourages the other person to put in more effort to gain your attention, thus increasing your value in their eyes. Another important aspect is withdrawing emotionally in a reasonable manner to protect yourself from manipulation. This doesn't mean you have to become emotionless, but it does mean establishing strong emotional boundaries where you do not depend on the other person to meet your emotional needs. You show that you can regulate your emotions and do not seek consolation or validation from others. The other person will realize that they cannot easily control you. At the same time, this helps you avoid being hurt in situations that don't go as you wish. Emotional independence not only highlights your confident and strong image, but also creates an irresistible attraction. In any relationship, people are often drawn to those who exude self-control and are not dependent. The other person will feel drawn to the internal strength radiating from you and will know they need to put in the effort to maintain a relationship with you. All these factors, confidence, an independent life, the ability to maintain distance, and emotional boundaries, when combined, create a strong, attractive, and resilient personal image. This is how you not only maintain your appeal, but also protect yourself effectively in any relationship. Most importantly, always remember that your worth should never be determined by others, but should always come from yourself. Confidence and self-respect will always be the guiding light for you in any relationship. Hopefully, the 5 action steps we've just explored together will give you the courage to step out of the nightmare called narcissistic abuse. Always remember that true freedom and happiness can only come from within you, from your resilience, willpower, and ability to take control of your life. Don't hesitate to let go of things that no longer serve you, to liberate yourself from toxic chains, and to rediscover peace within your soul. Believe that you deserve a life filled with freedom, happiness, and love. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to support us. See you in the next video.